Hello, hello. Dragoon, you and golf with your friends is one of my favorite combinations. How are you tonight? Guys, we're playing more Final Fantasy 610. And I think we're getting pretty close to the end. I did not buy the DLC because I'm poor, even though it's not that expensive. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do the DLC on stream. It's so good. Good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. You got any holiday plans coming up? Haircut and shave your beard? You must look like 15 years younger. I feel 15 years younger when I do that. Not that I ever have a full beard, but when I shave the same day I get a haircut, that's when people start telling me I look like I'm 12.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Curious of all the double takes I'll get. You should stream now. Sir, I and the other curse breakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Despite the apparent unrest, her recent investigations have visited upon her Lady Doris. Despite the apparent unrest, her recent investigations have visited upon her. Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her so deeply. Cool. You going to your mum's?
Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
That should be nice. Oh, I want to pray for discourses. Oh. Yeah. I'd offer you to come out, but we're going to, like, my grandparents' Christmas Eve and my in-laws on Christmas Day, and if I could skip it, I would. I don't mind going to my family's, actually. I'd rather not go to the in-laws. I don't have anything against them, really. We get along pretty well, but I just... I don't know.
Where are you?
Can I help you, sir?
Where are you?
I'm looking for Doris.
Wow.
Is she here?
I'm afraid not.
This guy's got a pretty
She's arrested
face.
on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Really small mouth, though.
What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Would Doris insist on going alone?
Better.
Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
Oh, wrong button. Oh. Hey, I found photo mode. It's only been 50 hours. Stupid. Oh, here's Martha's Rest. Oh, I have so many side quests, dude. I just cracked my toe and that hurt.
Doris should be somewhere nearby.
I
Assuming she's
fell asleep during training at work today and real embarrassed about that. It was individual, like, online training, so it's not like I got in trouble or anything. But it was still embarrassing.
I've got greens of all shapes and sizes.
Because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean
Is there someone I can talk to you?
The world seems to be changing so fast lately.
It is so boring, and it doesn't really apply to me too much. I mean, it kind of
You
does.
can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
It's basically don't discriminate against people, but it's mostly
It doesn't still
the like management slash
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
like landlord
Just like old
position.
times.
And that ain't me,
Give your
dude.
offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's
I
Rest?
fixed the stuff, or at least make
I
it
heard you were out here
not
on your
break
own
as
tracking
quickly.
that slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp.
Weird that they would want to
Ahead.
recruit
Our followers
her
have some
when
work
she's
back to the
clearly
highway.
a bearer. Like, she has the scar. Way over here. This is closer. I am facing the wrong way. This way. No, no chocobo here. Don't really need to fight these guys. Oh. Nice. I saw Celeste made Crystal's list. Better fucking be. Yeah. Just under Shadow of the Colossus. Which, honestly, that surprised me a little. Oh, hello.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go...
Ooh, that
suppose we have
hurts.
company.
That sucks, dude. I'm sorry.
You're welcome to try.
If it wasn't for the fact that Celeste has, like, near instant respawn, I would not have finished that game. Fuck that guy in particular. Gotta eat. Jiminy.
So much for your escort.
That's wild, dude.
You'll forgive me for not
My hands
remembering
hurt
my
just
name.
thinking about that.
I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid,
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder.
Tom got
She raised
broke
me
up
like
from
a
having
daughter.
to exit partway
And I
through due
did
to not having all the crystal hearts.
Terrible
Yikers.
things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
Righteous. That's what she meant, right?
What do you want to do with her?
Kill her.
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore.
I am.
And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
You've been talking right in front of them.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Put him down. Put him to sleep. Good night, sweet prince. Maybe kiss him a little.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be
Jeez.
joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and
That's a long room,
don't
dude.
worry about Doris anymore.
That's
I'm
wild.
hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sandbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the pass yourself. before you
Oh
came
my
here.
gosh, it doesn't even go all the way.
Anyway, thanks again, Sid.
That game is too much, dude. I almost broke my Steam Deck playing that game. I was yeeted across the room. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Clive, I was just about to send for you.
No, you weren't. You
I need
liar.
to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing.
They're like, oh
what
man,
they need in the meantime.
we gotta really pep up this guy real
If
quick.
Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers.
It'd be funnier if you died so many times. It's like maybe take a break.
Now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies.
If I ever
from
make a
that
game, if you die 100 times
more and more reports of Akashic
within,
around the village of
like,
Nate. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it.
less than
I think
3
he
minutes
starting to
between each
worry.
death,
And if he's likely to
you're
share
getting a
those
message like
concerns
that.
with anyone, it's you.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There.
Excuse me,
That should be
I
enough to
burped.
keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gizal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're
Is that
hard
what,
to eat, they grow fast, and they fill a hole.
Chocobos eat?
Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too.
Yep.
Which is no small feat.
Chocobos.
When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us.
The Last of
They
Us.
aren't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
We're still talking about the greens, or are we talking about the chocobos?
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
I love a fast travel pretty much right next to the quest marker.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
Yeah. Yeah, after 1,000 times you unlock an achievement. It's like, never give up or something like that.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields. But they'd long since gone
The old
to seed,
wheat fields.
only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers. how
Call
to
it quit
plant and
bragging.
tend these, so that they'll be able to
Call it, no,
themselves.
really, please, stop.
It's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them.
Call it, I'm not okay.
They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Swide.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, so wait.
Nah, I got it. Just me.
The Horde.
All the reinforcements you need, boy.
Kashik, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
If.
What if you could call on reinforcements?
You seen the trailer for the movie If?
You mean the bearers?
It's
We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their
like a
lives.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends movie almost.
You said you lacked men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians, what help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will...
It actually looks pretty good. I like Ryan Reynolds though. You got this, Dragoon. You got it.
My friends, I humbly beg your aid.
It'll be worth the carpal tunnel, I
We
promise.
Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
Look at him. Bunch of losers.
Send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
You got it.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
Skillet? Bow my head and die.
What do you do?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
They're all gonna die.
For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
No,
Thank you,
kiss.
Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Now I hit something with my sword.
Well, if If it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
Hit
We'll
with
divide our
sword.
forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan. But one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat.
And I only got cool nerves and a strong head.
But you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade, they're here.
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
Wakanda forever.
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
A lot of cutscenes in the side quest.
The calm before the storm.
The storm before the calm. Oh, look at these blue boys.
And here it comes.
Here
This village fall.
we go again.
Over here! This way. Attack! Over here!
There they are. Nailed it. Collateral flames.
Go to him! Attack! Get him! Go to him! This way!
Bane! Oh, I didn't set up your thing, like I said I was going to do. How are you, Bane? I know.
I'm gonna ruffle some feathers here. This is one reason why I don't enjoy Nintendo games very much. A lot of them have dialogue like this, where it's like.
Well, that's the thing is,
you have to actually read what they're
I just like see the
There's some charm to that, but it's not.
notification more often than not.
Voice, you know? I can't read. So I want somebody to read to me.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her.
Bane
goes
loves
here.
Celeste.
So wait.
He loves games that make him read and the characters
My
can
men
go
are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could
Like
order a
that.
detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
He's going to show up at your work and just play Celeste. And stream it. Dox you in the meantime.
Next one's mine. I might not know what it
Honestly, that'd be kind of funny. Bane or anyone really in our group just is doing on location streams from now on. All of them. It's the hair. And the black turtleneck, yeah. It's the Steve Jobs of it all. A Bandicoot. Like a Bandersnatch. Ah! Nailed it.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Liverpool?
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord.
You're
We were able
welcome.
to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
Why would you say it?
I think it might.
And then there's an explosion.
We did it. We saved Eastpool.
And all the bears are dead. Oh, no.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really to.
No, it was more effective than I thought it'd be.
You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together.
This is our home, and if anyone or anything tries to take it away, they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
Not with that attitude, it won't.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians.
That's worse.
On the bearer's plight. And I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
This raid is going to be like my father's Ultima.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
If I didn't pull my weight.
Eastpoolian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed.
No kiss.
Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course. And I'd be counting on yours too.
I ship
Those
him.
Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Forgot that it was this quest.
Do you remember our very first mission together?
No.
Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind Marshes?
Yes, I do actually.
How could I forget?
Yeah, how could I forget?
There's one side that I shall never forget.
It was only
You, facing off against that giant...
20 weeks ago.
Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your
I've been
eyes
playing this game for 5 months, yeah.
to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage.
Doesn't feel like it. Doesn't sound right.
You have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord.
Time's
I
weird,
know
dude.
The rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, it's weird. What else am I playing right now? Baldur's Gate. That one's a little harder to track because we do multiple streams a week sometimes.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I think that's the only other long one I have going on right now.
And it's only right that you get rewarded.
Judgment, I've
Take it before I
only
change
been
my
doing a
mind.
little over a month.
Thank you, Martha.
Oof.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Not your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know,
I don't.
bearers living free like that. Reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, If you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me.
Oh, backstory.
He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. Do you know what he did?
He reported you and you died.
And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad.
Would you say to make it
Right
bearable?
around the time Elwyn became Archduke. Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
You won't fucking
Sounds
bet.
like a wonderful idea.
Whoa. Completed the hell out of that quest, dude. Whoa, I got a bunch of XP for that one. Huh. I guess we'll go Dalamil in. We're going counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. Yeah.
Take that, you naughty thief!
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure? I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats.
Hot.
And firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders.
And learn what the fuck a mayor is.
There may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they
Naked face.
might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws. And they grow more
Really?
organized by the day.
We'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome.
I think I
any
met you about
challenge
6
we
years
face.
ago.
The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be.
until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills.
Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more.
Well, I can go ask him.
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by
Well,
the desert,
now we need
receiving
picks,
and
dude.
collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
Oh, jeez. Right here.
That's easy. One of them swings a sword, the other forges them.
That's right. That's right. The only difference between a lord and a mayor is one swings a sword and one forges them. Misfit said the same thing, and you didn't deliver? Rude as hell.
Ah, Sid. I thought you'd have returned to Cosnus by now.
I did. Then I came back.
And then I left again. And then I came back again.
Fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly is
No,
not
take
shy
one right
of
now.
exploiting.
Mid.
Hence my
Yeah,
need
just
to be
fully sleep deprived, mid Celeste run. Oh,
What does he want you to do?
accidentally moved that.
Putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time.
Imagine being sleepy.
About how to organize our forces. There are more camps
Every
in the
second of my
vicinity we
life,
can
dude.
safely strike at once. But we must strike
Yeah.
together, and we
It's
must
probably
do it
for the
soon.
best, to be honest. Come back at it, refresh in the morning.
We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver, just out there across the
6 p.m. Wow. I've also been up since 6. It's really funny out of context.
Ne'er-do-wells want to band together, let them. There'll be no match for us.
Good job, Albatross, or whatever your name is. Albuquerque. Alabaster. Alamos Steakhouse. Excuse me. I just wanted this thing.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's not the bird's name.
That's him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers. Take his head off.
No, I get this guy, I guess. I hope that's my guy's using cure. My guy's being. No, it's not. Fuck that guy. Healing my enemies. Rude as hell. Did not level up though.
I better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you?
I don't know. I'm the only man in the desert.
I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. The children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who has made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
My lips split open. Oh, look, those tech
Now
kids.
everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion.
Yeah, it's like right in the
When
middle.
that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for
That's
it.
what I get for
Well,
working outside
it's bound to come out
every
sooner or
morning.
later.
Especially with the winds the way they've been.
We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed
Yeah,
us
it's been
all
rough.
these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them.
Oh, that should be easy.
That nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right.
Oh.
We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll
I'll
handle
kill the
town
townsfolk. What?
I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors.
That's quite a word. Interlocutors.
However, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can.
Impartial, I got the scar on my face.
Stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Why you taking the bearers? Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
You all along that he was...
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
No.
I've seen your face before.
No, you haven't.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be man now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
Clive, always the people person. That's when you roundhouse kick him with the sharp ass boots.
Nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Quest complete.
Why the hell would Victor take the bears? I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope.
But it is hopeless. So my legs hurt, dude.
Perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end.
Does that mean I'm getting old? It's because it's cold out. My arthritis.
You won't. And your efforts
Acting
will be
up.
spent elsewhere.
But Lubor.
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. Yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making.
Jeez.
But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end.
Oh gosh, I get to stretch.
I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me.
It's cute.
Now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against. For only united can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone.
Go with them.
Again.
Adopt them.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
I would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here, a reward for clearing out that bandit camp.
No, thank you.
Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind.
Huh. Bearer. Get it. Did I level up? I should have. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break. My legs are feeling weird. I'm going to get up, stretched, maybe grab a snacky. I will be right back. Okie dokie, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's go to Tabor now. Another one of those side quest streams, I guess. See if I can get through it. Before I need to sleep. Get in the door, probably. There it is.
Lord Rosfield.
That's what they call me.
Is there aught Glendyne might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed.
Ah, my green screen.
Thralls are oft sighted among the
Ah,
remnants
my other
of
green.
fallen civilization.
Well, same green screen,
As
but
if
other side.
protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods of interest, my lord,
I wish
I hope it would please you to observe some of
my mic would cut out my breathing.
Would that be possible?
It's super annoying. Maybe I'll just not breathe for the rest of the stream. Here, inhale.
familiar with Kretov.
And then I'll just be like this for the rest of the
I
stream.
was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if
I
you
have to
would consent
cough.
to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
I wonder how long I can hold my breath.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the firebolt's
Wait.
flames burn ever in your heart.
Ready, go? Faster!
I was trying to get to a minute 30. I got a minute 22.
Good girl.
I don't know if that's good or bad. What's the average hold breath time for an adult? An adult. It was kind of calming until the, hey, where's the oxygen happened in my brain. Oh, not a Helgaroo. Anyways. Look at that. See that thing zooming? How long can the average adult hold their breath?
According to PubMed, most outpatients who are not heavy smokers or without COPD or CHF can achieve a single breath hold of 38 seconds, or up to 6 12-second breath holds.
Most people can hold their breath for 30 seconds to maybe a few minutes. Navy SEAL for 2 to 3 minutes. I almost got to a minute and 30. Here, by age. Oh, here. Normally, healthy people can hold their breath for 3 to 5 minutes on average. Well, guess that says a lot about me. That's unfortunate. I could have maybe gone a little longer, but I wasn't trying to push too hard. I could have. Now I kind of want to see if I can make it to the minute 30 mark. Well, it's been a minute since I had to open a door. So much for the Undying.
Oh, no. You'll pay for this.
And I'm sure the robots really care.
There may still be survivors. All yours, Torgal. Get him. Torgal, kill. Go, Torgal.
I was expecting more enemies approaching sort of situation. Oh, here's the big boy.
Whatever that thing is. I'd say it's their leader. All yours, Torgal. This one.
Okay, laser boy.
You lose.
You kind of look like it just tip. The dip to dip pip. No, sorry.
Should have stayed in the past.
I say that every time I look at a yearbook.
Cyril's colleagues.
Not anymore, they're not.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
Duty.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins, a duty of the highest import,
Duty.
as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all Undying aspire.
Death.
To what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
You got some, like, Assassin's Creed ass outfits on.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey, I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
This way.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
Wigs. Chop them off and feed them to the dog.
My thanks.
Arf, arf.
I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kratov. Losses which could have been avoided had the others not chosen to complete their work instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute, and we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him.
He just said, fuck you.
To the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind, and it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
You're the God of sacrifice. Okay. Now we hip hop over here to Boklad. Teddy.
Clive, you'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Hell no.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Where to find them?
I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask Elle how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
This is going to be a 13-part side quest. Bigger than the main quest. You can tell because it starts with, it's not a big deal. Just go ask her real quick.
You've a discerning eye. Many thanks. May Gilbert smile upon you. Just what I was looking for. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you. Your thank you anytime.
Don't blame yourself, Elle. This is their fault, not yours. I know, but no buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
What is it wrong?
The talks with the Republican army have fallen through.
Can we take a moment to appreciate that the bad guys in this game are the Republicans?
The prices have fallen of late. We deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the consortium offered double what we did, and the army jumped at the chance.
You had no opportunity to make a counteroffer.
None at all. And we were so close.
Elle? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But I thought we were the only ones the Fist was speaking to about the bearers. How did the consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
I'm sure that's probably
Are you
wise.
offering to be my bodyguard?
I am not.
How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium. Who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. Join them after this, surely. Oh, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
Do we?
You're right. It's what she wants now.
Yep.
And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll
Quest
gather
complete.
my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar then.
Which doesn't have a thing. Great.
Better not
Okay.
keep Eloise waiting. What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
We had anything to give.
When are they gonna let us through?
What was that?
Let's go.
$10. That's the side of the road. Get, oh, right. I'm like, get off the chocobo, dude.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration.
Due.
But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, with any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours.
It's
They pay
also-
good money for bearers not fit for the knackers yard, and treat them like kings. As long as
I have to see if it cuts back to her.
That does sound
It did, but it's gone.
No matter.
On her hand,
Already left
it looked like
Asher
there's
and
like a
said
stick
to be done.
sticking
Allow
out.
me to withdraw my interest.
Or like a blade.
With it, my interest in joining your organization.
my associates will be sorry to hear that.
Hither and thither.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more, and he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. They deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Sorry, I keep hiding my face cam.
Hold on, Theo.
This might be closer. I'm gonna go down around because it kind of looks as though the up goes over the thing, and depending on how deep it is, Hang on, you know that. We're...
No need to ride from here.
Okay.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area
The dragon?
is flooded with ether.
You just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
One Piece.
Better than that. Torgal, with me.
No, now where are we going? How... This way, I guess. Or maybe this way. Well, there's no way I need to go up there. Okay, let's just go back this way. No chocobos. Well, you all saw it. I tried to hit it. I just missed. No, don't do that. I just... trying to get through all these side quests.
Where are you, Theo?
I'll be honest, I keep falling asleep. Keep ending up in the quest destination. I'm not mad about it. Is this it?
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Uh-oh.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy.
Okay. Oh, wrong button. Torval, please. Uh-oh. Yeah, this stream might not be as long as I thought it was going to be. I am struggling. I keep like falling asleep a little, and then I'm a little farther into the game. Dragon Dance. No one think I was, I mean, I get quiet on this stream sometimes, but no one thought I was being like abnormally quiet or potentially singing something stupid. Y'all were just gonna be like, yeah, that's chicken. I keep waking up like right before Emma died. Okay. Gotcha. Get more health potions, dude.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
Uh-oh.
We have to get you out of here. I think it might be a little too late for that. Bera all know there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream. Theodore.
Oh, now I have to kill Teddy. Well, now I feel awake again. Now something dramatic's happening. Well, the power of love. The
So will you.
Yes, the power of love.
Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye. Elle.
Jesus Christ. Sad.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Dust
I
in the
sent him
wind.
to that place against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
That's pretty.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him.
Could you imagine?
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your
You raise this child from birth.
him from slavery. But he said you
I have all these wonderful memories with the kid. And then
to free you from what
he develops magic powers, and you're like, ew, gross, get out of my house, and try to sell him as a slave.
If I said I had not wondered from
Fucking
time to time
barbaric.
how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed.
Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna have to do some fighting.
Misfits! Crystal. How is our party? Oh. I love that it's a misfit rating. We got a Crystal shout out first.
Yes, bitch. Got it right. Coomster Bunny.
How are you guys? Thank you so much for the raid.
They're just being silly little gooses. Silly little geeses, you know?
We're learning.
How is stream?
It is going well.
Okie dokie, misfit. Piss girl. Crystal, I missed like your entire anniversary stream, and I feel awful about it. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
I did go back and look at your list of top 5 and bottom 5 games, though.
Sora, you get, you know what?
Piz
Sora
tall
gets another
geology.
shout out. Shout Sora out again. Just do it. Just shout him out again. Because if you guys aren't following Sora, you're missing out on life. Oh shit.
What is it? Is it King Sora 08? Hope I didn't mess that up. Fuck yeah. Past Misfit asked for it. How was your anniversary stream though, Crystal? God, I hate that.
Kill you. You gave me instant anxiety.
Welcome back, Misfit. How are you? How was stream? We just fought a dragon in our sleep because I started kind of passing out, and then a character that I kind of liked that no one was like super side character turned into a zombie, and then it woke me up because drama. And now you're here and I'm awake. Had lots of stupid Gartic phone. Love stupid Gartic phone.
I have never regretted.
You beat the DLC for Horizon? What'd you think?
Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden.
Good.
If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
Well, you know, he ended Gartic Phone last night on a high note with having a good day and being happy, so he had to take a break.
He wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied.
Really?
Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down.
That's interesting.
You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living
Hide
your
my
lives
green screen.
together. And you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted. All I ever did. It was so
Thank you, Crystal. Good night. Thank you for coming in the raid. Congrats on a year of being an affiliate. I hope you get some good sleepies. Quest complete. Oh, not yet. I thought it was going to be a real tone deaf, just quest complete after it faded to black while she was crying.
Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people.
Night night,
Save
Crystal.
them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people...
Also, Miss Fem, I'm sorry I haven't got my lines to you yet. I promise I haven't forgotten. I'm just a bad person.
Just like we always have. And to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own. To continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Out of context, you would look at that sign and be like, oh, Theodore was her chocobo. I kind of feel that. It hasn't been too bad for me yet. I've been like skirting the edge of mental health stuff, but yeah. Times be tough out here, dude. I'm sorry about that. I need to buy more potions. I used up a bunch because I kept falling asleep during that fight.
An excellent choice.
I don't like how they said excellent.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Okay. Where's that thing? It's what? Oh, that's far. Okay. I feel like I need to write myself a little pseudo script, kind of using this stuff from things I've sent you, things we've talked about, but I need to mash it all together and get the timing right. It's kind of what I'm struggling with right now. And figuring out the voice.
My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders, second only to his Radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not
Okay.
only those things still exist.
That makes me feel a little better.
Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
I've been thinking about that like nightly.
Transform it into a military
What I said, I was going to send him
foundation
some.
upon which to build a new Sambrek. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him.
Kind of
from this
cold.
folly.
It snow out by you, Misfit? It snowed pretty good yesterday out here.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around.
It got maybe an inch, but it was the first snow that actually like stuck of the season. At Dustin, yeah. Though this morning it was like a sheet of ice when we left the house.
And to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny
already over it. Dude, it's not even officially winter yet. Still got like another day or two. I think it's the 21st is winter, or is it the 22nd? Also, how long can you hold your breath? Apparently I can do it for about 1:30. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers.
19 minutes, Kupomog. That's insane. Welcome in, by the way. How are you?
No bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well,
I don't know how it came about, but I had to do it.
With my little cheeses.
You've been playing Hades. No, that's not a lie. I believe you 100%. You wouldn't lie.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme?
I'm gonna say yes, Misfit, because so do I. So wait, you know, we're champs.
Wish me luck.
I'm pretty good, Kupo. I'm sleepy, but pretty good. I feel like I haven't been in one of your streams in a while, and I'm sorry about that, because I love hanging out in your streams. What have you been up to? I should, but I shan't. This way. We've been doing about 2 hours worth of side quests. After this side quest, I should be able to go do a main quest.
Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually.
No, I haven't beat this yet. I've figured it out. Been playing this about 4 or 5 months now.
But you should be all right.
I'm a little over 50 hours in.
Your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
I feel like a lot of people have been streaming during the day lately. Is the DLC really good? I need to get it. I don't know if I'm going to stream it or not, though.
The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me,
Same, Misfit.
that you seek or favor?
Twitch Mobile is not my friend.
I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach.
Especially at work. I can usually get it to work here at home, where I have good internet.
Expanded
But
garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here.
you're at work right now?
For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the...
Oh, that one's easy, Misfit. You just put headset on one side and earbud on the other side.
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound.
Dude, get that money, dude.
Well prepared.
I can watch videos at work, especially when my boss isn't around. But it's the internet that's the problem. Especially because my office is like just in an electric box, so it messes with signal.
The town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already
Unlike the PVC box that I stream in.
Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that
Oh, you work in a laboratory? I did that once. That was fun as hell.
underestimate how
Except the company I work for sucked. But
should they return in force.
just get a new job. Easy peasy. I'm sorry, that's a mean joke.
If they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
What kind of job you want, Misfit? More call center stuff or something different altogether?
Sanbreque is to be rebuilt. She will require a functioning government, one whose authority is beyond question. That is why
I used to work in a pharmaceutical lab. I was just a lab tech. So I mostly like cleaned glassware and dumped the reagents, solutions. Customer service sucks, dude. I did that too.
Suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely.
Not the same kind that you're doing now, but I've been in call center and it sucked.
And you mean to deprive them of even that? You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
The company I worked for, Sabine, the company I worked for when I was in the lab, fired me while I was in the hospital getting an appendectomy. An emergency appendectomy.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her.
I was in a temp position, and they're like, wow, you're being really helpful. We're going to make this a permanent position, but not offer you the job, not give you the opportunity to apply for the job, and oh, you're out in the hospital? You don't need to come back.
Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
And then I had it worked out with my boss because it was kind of a far drive and it was kind of towards the city, so there's a lot of traffic, that I was allowed to come in a half hour early and then leave a half hour early. And my boss and the company told the temp agency that I would come and go as I pleased, just random hours, and I would constantly leave early, and so the temp agency wouldn't employ me anymore. So that was great. Bunch of jerks. Yeah, I'm still pretty salty about it, and that was 4 years ago, roughly.
Right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually.
Kill.
I wondered what you thought of the Duke.
Hello, hello.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? Now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we've got from us if we don't clear off.
This is a solid rule.
If the dame said she wanted
I appreciate your lurky lurks.
I'll be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
And when I was doing customer service, it was for a department store chain, and we had Christmas time was the worst.
If you don't mind.
It wasn't me, but someone had a customer call and be like, because they like ran out of something was sold out, and then all part of their order got canceled, and then another part was going to be delivered late because of something with UPS. And so they put their kid on the phone and they're like, you explain to my kid why they're not going to have a Christmas this year. It's like, Jesus. And you gotta be like, well, son, it's because your mom didn't plan accordingly, and it's just a bad human. People are awful. I don't think I cried more at any job than call center.
Like he owns the place, and with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence.
And the amount of people that would call in and be like, oh, you're an American. I'm like, yeah.
The people seem united enough.
Don't remind me. And then they wouldn't trust it, and they'd be like, "Where are you? What's around the area?" I'm like, "What? Don't ask me to dox myself at work." That is my own personal hell, is answering phones.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Just for mean people.
Sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us.
Look around, look around.
Traders might not like having the screws put
100%
But
Koopa.
if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
I was saying earlier, I don't know if anyone was actually here when I was saying it, but can we take a moment to appreciate the bad guys in this game? Like not rebel, but like the enemy forces are the Republicans. I think that's super fucking funny.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after.
Guy sounds familiar.
That's where my loyalties lie. Not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us cement and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards,
Well, that's
I don't
racist.
care how he does it.
As long as you remain, the Vale will see to your needs.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that
It's kind of weird. You're just standing around and this guy you've never met runs up the stairs. Hey, I heard the Duke's gonna turn this fortress. You think that's a good idea?
we'll all reap the benefits.
They'd be like, first off, who are you? Why are you asking me questions? Why did you run up here?
You're embarrassing yourself.
Like that jerk. Right? I'd be like, excuse me, I would like you to speak to someone else. Thank you. What? Speak with Felipe. Or Philippe. Philippe! There you are.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls.
Duty.
So I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Fetch!
Good boy. Oh, what a good Bowser. The Bowser Dozer. Can I get this way? I know someone who said they pre-ordered the Torgal plush and it's still not there. I don't know if it's come out yet. But this game's been out at least 5 months, so that's pretty funny to me.
Ah, Clive.
Oh, I want one of those like life-size Torgal plushes. That'd be cool. My daughter has like a giant unicorn plush that's like the size of an adult.
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all.
Okie dokie, Misfit. Get some good sleepies. Thank you for the raid.
Certainly helped to hold back the thralls. There's no denying.
Goodness gracious.
Though I doubt it will come
I
as
bet
a
it's a great statue, though.
townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for
I wish
They deserve to be heard, Clive.
that... No, I don't want to phrase it that way. That sounds awful. I was going to say, I wish that I could trust my children. There we go. Not to break something like that. Let's get another Misfit shout out.
Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. Soldiers meanwhile are content to follow their orders, not just because of the Duke's rank,
Such a loud furnace.
because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Zemrek, I dare say I too want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying.
Stevie's stream crash caused my stream to crash. That's cool.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realise what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, or protecting what I care about.
Aww.
Protecting Northreach.
Now kiss.
I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. When they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. With you to lead us, my lady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point in following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, my lady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all.
Be
Be the first time.
guess. What?
There may be hope for Northreach yet, especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Quest complete. Okay, I think we have time for a main quest and then probably bedtime. Watch this main quest be 3 hours long. Be my luck. Nothing in here yet. You know it, yeah, I do. I haven't even done like half of the hunting board or whatever it's called.
Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this.
Thanks, I won't use it.
Come again. I may have more for you.
I forget what it's called. Oh, up here.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly
Adorable.
as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, But your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse. You underestimate yourself. Oh, it was crystal clear.
Crystal.
Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Yes, let's check in with the prince. Why don't we? Nameless slum. Solid naming scheme. Okie dokie, Koopa. If not, have good work. Maybe we can get a thumbnail out of these scenes.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well.
Well water. Well, well, well.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand, then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely.
Your hurts.
It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
She had two different color eyes, or did I see something wrong?
You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
I think I saw it wrong. He killed her.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Buck, buck.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you.
That rhymed.
You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Oh yeah, I need to go talk to Tomes too.
Journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
I guess I can probably turn my face back on. Whatever.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
I do.
He was sick when he was a kid too, so surprised it's taken as much recklessness as it has, to be honest. Oh, there's new stuff on the board. The tricephalic terror. The tricephalic terror. Aspect of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion all at once. A chimera? Or a, yeah, chimera. Or manticore. Manticore, where are you now? Are you gone forever? Oh, no, there you are. Let's go talk to Tomes. Well, I gotta go talk to Vivian. Ninetales?
Covered in
What a
nicks
weeb.
and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
I'm a nick and a lump. Sorry, that's not true. I'm just a lump. Hello, Tomes. I'd like to level up my brain skill.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Oh, you know what they say, assuming. About assuming. It makes an ass out of you and me.
Question for me? I should be happy to answer it.
Joshua lied to me. He's not here with Tomes. What a cock. Okay, go talk to Vivian Ninetales. There's no new outfits, is there? Nope. There's Joe.
I still say it were a compliment. Say it, Orville. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive.
Now. I'd arrive
Please
now.
Tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on
Yeah,
Ash.
girl's mid.
Then why not ask Molly
It's
if you
rude.
can look in one
Sorry.
of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
And tell us what we will
Lame.
find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
Or shit.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Do I speak now, or...
Barnabas Thom, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843.
What year is it
and that
now?
the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
Who? Someone I know?
You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Me?
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits.
Damn.
Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oi, oi. Oh, Captain. That's it. Spill the tea. Oh, I was just in the shells. Ooga booga.
To assume. Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well,
No.
it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me.
Elude.
I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have.
I don't
But
think
there
so.
was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Sublime Orthodox.
You said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
And then I set it on
I shall
fire.
guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Okay. So we haven't really started a quest. I think...
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles for a short while?
No.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the
might get
southwest
one out of
coast
this.
and make for Drake Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
I was hoping it would have her name on it. Her name's Midadol Inconspicuous. I forget what Citzen's name is.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Okay. Well, have I unlocked? I have unlocked side quests. Oh, Jiminy. What's the side quest? It's in the infirmary. Why don't no, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah. No, no, no. I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. We'll pick up there next Tuesday, and I believe that should be fine because I have that day off. It's the day after Christmas. This one is coming out on Boxing Day, so I hope everyone had a great holiday on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We're going to raid out to Bone Daddy Dest because we love them. They're playing Fortnite. And yeah. Thank you again, Misfit, for the raid. Thank you everyone who came by and hung out. Kupo, if you're still hanging out, thank you for stopping by. I should be back tomorrow. I'm not sure with what yet. Thursday, I'm planning on doing Hi-Fi Rush. Friday should be more Judgment. And then I'll probably take Sunday and Monday off for Christmas. But until then, thank you all so much for hanging out. Please enjoy the rest of your day and or night. Please remember to be kind to one another. Sorry, let me put the raid message out. And I will see you all in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.